There was just a lot of unrest, I would say.
And there had been some differences of opinion.
Last year we had some distractions. We had a little angst in the community.
There were a number of challenges facing us.
School overcrowding, number one.
Affordable housing persisted as a crisis.
And economic sustainability, our vacancy rate.
Can we properly manage change? That's a reasonable concern, and it's definitely a challenge.
Among the challenges we faced was overcoming the negative perceptions of somehow things were falling apart.
And that we could create, as we have done in the past, our path forward. Two ideas kind of rose to the top. The first one was the community facility study, which we did collaboratively with the school board.
That process was the epitome of what we can do and do well as a community.
I thought, you know, how can we bring people together to sort of look at what were our big challenges? On another front, I pulled together 40 business leaders. So all those citizens and businesses came together twice a month until the end of October.
And the departure of a lot of the government subcontractors, a lot of government contractors, and the agencies themselves has really created a crisis, but it also has created an opportunity to attract new startup technology companies.
The supply side changed, the demand changed in terms of competition out in the region. We had to change.
No longer are we relying on big government agencies to fill our office buildings.
You can forget Silicon Valley, you can forget everywhere else. Crystal City will be the hub.
We put $1 million more in the budget to support economic development. We authorized 5 new positions.
We approved to overhaul the Ballston Mall and create the Ballston Quarter, which will be dynamic.
And in the last quarter, we have seen a decrease in the vacancy rate.
It is all about partnership and how we can work together in a cooperative and synergistic fashion. The Chamber of Commerce, heads of large businesses, but also small businesses. We want those shopkeepers on the Columbia Pike and Lee Highway to thrive.
We're close to having a finalized partnership with Virginia Hospital Center to allow them to expand onto land we own and potentially get land and/or cash back on the county side.
When you have highly technically qualified people who are really also very motivated to protect the environment, really cool things can happen.
How do we go about strategizing for the long term?
The county board and the school board are working much more collaboratively than they have in the past.
We opened a new school, Discovery Elementary, which is just a delightful building. I think that was a great step forward. It was great.
We have been working to move HB Woodlawn to a new building down at the Wilson site in Roslyn, Stratford to become a new middle school, and then we're waiting to hear about a potential 2 sites for new elementary schools in South Arlington. This year we filled over 11,000 potholes. It was a tough winter, and we are in the process of repaving miles and miles of roads in the county. If you don't live near one, I'm going to be surprised.
To formally, right now, dedicate our new bridge as the Freedmen's Village Bridge. Here we go.
Today was a memorable and very important day for the Black community, for Arlington County, and for transportation to this area.
And we've started work on the transit development plan that will serve the people who live on Columbia Pike and in the Crystal City area.
In this last year, we finished 3 major planning efforts. One was the Roslyn sector plan, one was the Courthouse Square, and one was the West Roslyn.
Viva Arlington.
Another major accomplishment was indeed approving our affordable housing master plan that was so moving and it was so compelling.
We have the same dreams for our family. We just make less money.
And I'm here today to
the testimony that hard-working people that we see every day. One of the most memorable public hearings that I have ever was in and as an elected official.
You're investing in the future of this country. Thank you.
We opened the new Homeless Services Center.
Those people who are experiencing homeless, they're people just like you and me.
For me, being there at the opening of that center was one of the highlights by far, with all those good people there that are work really hard, because frankly, if there's a community in the United States of America that has a chance of ending homelessness, Arlington is it.
That's a wrap.
Is that it?